Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. I am your communications coach with 10 plus years of experience in HR and a soft skill trainer, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently and to help you improve your communication skills as well. Well, today I'm going to talk about some English expressions which are used to sound more native, more like an English speaker, more like an advanced, more like a pro in English. Okay, so these expressions or idioms or phrases are used by native speakers or English speakers to sound more professional, to sound more advanced, or to sound more pro in English. So today I'm going to talk about some idiomatic expressions which are really going to help you to improve on your speaking skills. And if you have these phrases with you, or these expressions or these idioms, if you use these phrases, these idioms or idiomatic expressions, you'll sound more like a native English speaker, or you'll sound more like a pro in English speaking. Okay, so once in a while you can use these idiomatic expressions. Okay, and these are very easy, very simple, and it is used very frequently by a lot of English speakers. So today I'm going to tell you that so that you can also sound fluent, confident, and advanced and pro in English speaking. So stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my complete video. It's really going to be of great help for you. Trust me. But before that, guys, if you haven't subscribed my channel, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do write your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content which I've posted on my channel. So let's begin. So I'll quickly give an introduction of what an idiom is. So an idiom is a phrase or a group of words that when taken together, it has a completely different meaning than the words which are used to make that expression or that idiom. Okay, I'll give an example to explain that. For example, the first one we have taken is once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. This expression has nothing to do with the color blue or with the moon. Okay, it means something else, right? It is just an expression. It is just used to express something. So once in a blue moon means when something happens very rarely. So it has nothing to do with the words which are used to make this idiomatic expression, but it has a completely different meaning. This is what an idiom means. Okay, so for example, when we've taken this once in a blue moon, it means something which occurs very rarely. It is called once in a blue moon. For example, I eat fast food once in a blue moon, which means very rarely I eat fast food, which is good actually, right? If you are on a healthy diet, if you want to eat healthy, you have to stop eating fast food. So that is why I've given this example. I eat fast food once in a blue moon, like very rarely, something maybe some weekends I go out and eat fast food, burgers, sandwiches, and all those things. Okay, so this is how we use this expression once in a blue moon. Another example we can take, I see my neighbor once in a blue moon. It's very rarely I see my neighbor. Maybe they don't stay here, or the job is such that they have to stay outside and they come after a month or so. They stay here for 10 days and then they go out again. So this is what it means. I see somebody once in a blue moon, or I eat something once in a blue moon, or I do something once in a blue moon, right? The next one is a blessing in disguise. This is also very common, very commonly used, and is a very beautiful expression. You might hear it very often also. People do use these expressions. Okay, so always collect these kind of expressions which are very commonly used, so that when you start talking, you also try to use these in your speeches to beautify your speech and to sound more like a pro, more like a native speaker, or more like a fluent English speaker. Okay, now let's come to the meaning. This means something that seems to be bad at first, but it turns out to be good. Okay, so by looking at things, by experiencing something, we might feel that, oh, this is very bad, but then probably that thing has turned out to be good. For example, I was running late for office today, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise as there was a big jam on the road. I started late for the office, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise as there was no traffic on the road and I reached on time. So this is how you can use this expression to show that something bad has happened, but then it turned out to be good. Okay, you didn't go somewhere, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise because you did something else. Something else was your priority and you completed that task. So you can talk about in this way, blessing in disguise. Okay, third one is beat around the bush or beating around the bush. This is also a very common expression which is used by a lot of English speakers. So if you want to sound good, fluent, pro, confident, then you should start using this in your sentences. Now, beating around the bush means you're talking about unnecessary things or unimportant topics because you want to avoid that particular topic. So if to speak on something, you have to tell about something and you're not telling about that particular thing, but you're telling the whole story around it. You're weaving the story around something, a particular topic, and you're not actually talking about the topic. So you're avoiding that topic, which means beating around the bush. For example, I asked Ria if she's coming for the office party, but she didn't tell me whether she's coming or not. She kept beating around the bush, right? So when I asked Ria whether she's coming for the office party, what she did was she didn't tell me yes or no, but she kept on beating around the bush, giving me unnecessary explanations about things, and I was not able to understand whether she's coming to the office party or not. So this is what it means. Like somebody, there are a lot of people who are not very comfortable saying yes or no, right? They don't want to say no in front. So what they do is they keep people hanging. So that is what we call beating around the bush. They'll give you a lot of reasons and you'll not understand whether they are actually coming to the party or not. What they're going to do, you'll not be able to understand. Okay, the next one is call it a day. This is also very simple and very easy to use and very easy to understand. Call it a day means to stop working or put an end to an activity. So if some activity is going on for a long duration of time or long, then you can just say let's call it a day to put an end to that activity or to stop that activity. Okay, for example, we have been working the whole day on this project. Let's call it a day now. Okay, or I started feeling very tired by evening, so I thought of calling it a day, right? So this is how you can express with these idioms. It's very simple to use, very easy to use. You can just express yourself, your thoughts with these expressions, right? And every English speaker uses all these idioms. The last one is it's a piece of cake or a piece of cake, which means this thing is very simple. Something is very simple or very easy to do, which means a piece of cake. Okay, something is a piece of cake for you, which means something is very easy for you to do or very easy for you to work on or do, right? For example, singing is a piece of cake for me. I can do it anytime and I love it. Or anything like any activity, singing or dancing or cooking a good brunch is a piece of cake for me. I enjoy it, right? So any activity, anything which you feel like it is very easy for you to do, this English language test is a piece of cake for me. I can crack it, right? This English language test is a piece of cake for me. I'll surely crack it. Okay, so this is how you can just express yourself by these idiomatic expressions. You don't have to think much about how to say. Okay, these idiomatic expressions will beautify your answer, beautify your English. You will sound more confident, more fluent, more like an English speaker, more like a pro in speaking in English, right? So start replacing common words with these idiomatic expressions or any phrases or phrasal verbs to see the difference. People will pay attention to you, people will start thinking that your English is improving, and you will also start feeling confident about your speech. Okay, so start collecting these kind of idiomatic expressions or any other phrases or phrasal verbs which is really going to beautify your English, your speech, your fluency, your confidence, your communication skills. Okay, and start using it in your own sentences to express yourself. This will definitely make you sound better, excellent, advanced, or amazing in English. Take it from me. So guys, that's the end for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.